Levi was my sidekick, my right-hand man. I was the first of my friends to have a kid, so naturally, I always had him with me. Trekking through the park, even at work, he was always with me, always attached. I carried him until he was about 4 years old. I was one of those parents. Where people would walk by and say, "Put that child down, he's too big to carry him." And be like, "This is my baby."
I came out when I was about 19. My friends were like cheerleading, they were jumping around. The most difficult was the response from my mom. In our family, we kind of like to brush things off and keep it silent. And I was hoping to get like a loving message or like a one-on-one talk. There were just comments. There was never a conversation. When we used to go to dinners or concerts and she would bring her clients and her friends, there was always that passive aggressiveness of like, don't come dressed up too much, or like, don't do this or don't do that, don't act that way. It was like a dagger.
I was hurt, you know? I didn't know. I was like, where did I go wrong as a parent? You want to live vicariously through your children, and then you create this world of what's supposed to happen, and when it's not happening that way, you get angry, you get upset, you know? I had my vision of what my life would be as a grandparent and so forth, but I wasn't thinking or considering your vision.
I identify as queer, and my pronouns are he, him, as well as they, them. A part of my expression with fashion and beauty and art is makeup. And it actually helped me along the way a lot, because whenever I'm angry or frustrated or just want to feel good, I'll put it on.
There was definitely an elephant in the room. And just being ignorant and not hearing it out loud, I was like, well, maybe this is not true. Like, maybe, you know, he likes to dress like this, but it's different.
Outside of my house, I always felt like a freaking titan. I would do photo shoots and be in heels, I would be in a crop top, all of that. And I wasn't afraid to show who I was when I modeled. And then coming home, it would be like, oh, change wardrobe, everything's different.
Right before the call, there were some real intense moments where I had considered like telling him he had to leave. In the house, we were yelling and screaming, and there was anger, and there was get out of my house, you know, for things that probably weren't what it really was. So under the surface, it was, for me, I was just thinking it was just regular mom and young adult situations, but not realizing that this was a little deeper.
We weren't sure what was going to happen. We weren't sure how we were going to speak to each other about something that's been silent for so many years. And I was a little afraid. Honestly, I was.
I want to talk about some things that we haven't ever talked about. I no longer will allow society to dictate how and what I think. I am super proud of you for having the courage to be who you are.
Hearing what you said on the phone was everything, because you are my idol and I look up to you so much, and you're so powerful and strong and dealt with a lot, and hearing those words from my idol just made me freeze.
That's your kin. It's you. It's what you created. So it doesn't matter who or what they are. They're dancing or playing sports or doing science. No matter what I thought you wanted, what I wanted you to be, I have to support you in who you want to be.
That struck my heart. I feel it. And I value you saying that. And I hope people get inspired to share their stories with their families and to speak about the silence that kind of breaks the relationship.
I mean, the most important thing we have that I'm realizing now is time. And if people are wasting time worrying about image, worrying about what everybody else is thinking about them, it's going to be time lost that you can never get back. And I don't want to waste any more time. I want my baby back.
I'm right here. I want to be your friend.
It got stuck on You know, as a single parent, you truck along and you do the things that you think a parent is supposed to do without thinking about stopping and really seeing what your kids are doing. You know, you feed them, you clothe them, you put them to bed, but then surviving is what we were doing, and I wasn't understanding the thriving part. I am actually super proud, you know. He may not have taken the road that I thought was the road to take, but it's getting there. I am proud of you.
Thank you.
You're rocking it. Or what do they say these days? Crushing it? He's crushing it.
No, crushing it is like early 2000s.
See, I'm learning.
Slaying it. That's
Slaying it. He's slaying it. Okay. Slaying it.